Growing up without a home. The challenges, facing gangs and drugs, and how to get help. Growing up without a home. By Lisa Park. Growing up without a home is no easy task. I know this because I have done it, and in some ways still am doing it. Living on the streets for years of my life made me who I am today. It has given me perspective that most people don't get to experience until they are much older. The challenges that come with being homeless teach you how to be resilient, resourceful and creative. These skills can help you succeed in any field or industry you choose to pursue. As challenging as it was at times, living on the street taught me more about myself than anything else ever could have. The challenges of not having a stable place to live. The housing crisis is a hot topic in the United States, and it's not going away anytime soon. It seems that as rents skyrocket and affordable housing gets more scarce, the number of people without a stable place to live also increases. For those who can't afford to pay rent or have been kicked out of their homes due to foreclosure or eviction, this means that they are living on the streets with little hope for change on the horizon. This blog post discusses strategies for homeless people looking for work and how they can be successful despite their lack of home address. Nowadays, there are many reasons why someone might find themselves without a stable place to call home. From financial struggles stemming from unemployment or an unexpected medical emergency to natural disaster recovery efforts facing gangs and drugs. Story by John Dickey. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I've been surrounded by drugs and gangs my whole life. It's easy for me to say that I don't want anything to do with them, but the reality is, that doesn't change what they are. Growing up in a neighborhood where everyone was involved, drugs were just another part of day-to-day life. Gangs would come into our neighborhoods during the summer months and recruit kids as young as 6 years old. We had no choice but to play along, or else we would be bullied relentlessly all summer long. But when fall came around again, things got worse than ever before, because now there'd be fights between different gangs over territory. A few had to grow up with hope for the future, despite the obstacles in your way. The world is a cruel place, and we all know it. Sometimes you feel like there's no hope left in the world. But just remember that there are always people out there who care about you. You might not be able to see them right now, but they're still fighting for you in their own way. If things seem too difficult at this point in your life, just take a deep breath and keep looking ahead towards the future, because one day soon enough everything will make sense again. What you can do now to help kids who are living in unstable homes or facing gang violence and drug use. You may not realize it, but you could be making a difference in the life of a child who is living in an unstable home or facing gang violence. It starts with as little as 4 hours a month of your time and money to make sure they stay safe, healthy, and happy. The more people that get involved, the better for these kids' futures. That's why we're telling you about this opportunity today. Resources for those looking to give back or volunteer their time. We all have that one person in our life who has impacted us and made an impact on the world. Whether it's a teacher, family member, or friend, we want to make sure they know how much they mean to us. This can be done by giving back and volunteering your time either locally or abroad. There are many organizations that offer volunteer opportunities for those looking to give back their time. I've compiled a list of some of them below. As I began to help the homeless youth, my own understanding of this problem has increased. I have always had a soft spot for the homeless, but never before did I understand how much of an issue this is. The first time I met one was at a stoplight near my home. She looked like she was in her early 20s with a backpack and some kind of shopping bag. Her hair wasn't very clean and she wore dirty clothes that were too big for her small frame. When the light turned green, she quickly ran across to get away from me, as if she didn't want anything to do with me or anyone else who might be driving by. This was when it hit me that many people don't realize just how difficult life must be on the streets and what they go through every day trying to make it through while living. Things police don't tell you about having no address. It's not easy being homeless in the city. You can't get a job, you don't have access to resources that other people take for granted, and it's hard just to survive. I'm here today to tell you about some of the things police won't tell you if they catch you without an address. You will be arrested and taken into custody when found without an address. If your ID is from out of state or expired, even if it's valid, it will be invalidated as proof of residence in Chicago and Illinois unless there are specific circumstances such as having been displaced by natural disaster or refugee status. The only way around this is providing 2 proofs of residency. One must be a lease agreement with. We are a nonprofit organization that helps homeless youth find homes. We currently live on donations from people like you, and we need your support to continue providing for these young adults in their time of crisis. You can make a donation online or through the mail at www.youthnewchapter.com/donate/ or www.ncogd.org. Follow us on social media at New Chapter Inc. Like and subscribe to our channel for more content.